GTA 5 has cartoons.
Look! Feel my wrath!
A bunch of them.
Rage!
They're brutal.
Send him in! Send him in! Get some!
If you haven't seen these before, prepare yourself.
Me scalp 'em big nasty.
All right, simmer down.
Sorry.
The Co has been contracted by a group of angry Los Santos residents to form a report on why these shows need to be taken off the airwaves. I'm not going to do that, but I will take their money. We need these shows because they give us a different but consistent angle of Los Santos. They're a strange reflection of the world. This will also be an exercise in seeing how much I can get away with showing you and still get monetized. We're going to start with the Grand Theft Auto version of the Power Rangers. Just understand that these shows are going to take aim at everyone. Just know that going in.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
We're reclaiming the rainbow!
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, the upper middle class superhero team that protects your innocence any way they can. They are Tallulah, Sebastian Caden, Zoe, Quota, and Dirk.
We don't tolerate different.
We're heterosexual overdance!
Fighting evil in multicolored skin tight car off suspended. Pow! I'm happy to wait.
I don't even need to masturbate!
I dare off on the face of justice. Sex is bad.
And violence is good!
Gonna save the neighborhood from sex. Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
This show plays on Weasel. This is a parody of Fox. The other station in Los Santos is CNT, a parody of CNN and TNT. As we start the shows, I'll put the logo of whatever channel it's on at the beginning to show you its affiliation. We step into Laser Force at episode 16 of the 3rd season, Football Stem Cell Slaughter Showdown. You see here, we're entering Parvenu Valley Academy. This is a private school. That's not a random name either. Parvenu is a term for someone who has suddenly risen to a position of wealth or power without actually having the status or legitimacy. In other words, a stuck-up rich kid who mimics their douchebag parents. All the attitude without the job or the mortgage. Take a look at this. We're in science class. Subject being evolution and it making no sense. Discuss.
And what does science teach us that caused the dinosaurs to go extinct, Tallulah?
A giant meteor?
No, not a giant meteor.
Oh.
Sebastian Caden?
A huge flood?
That's right, Sebastian. A giant flood that in fact destroyed the dinosaurs and the Romans.
Our teacher, Mr. Hitzman, has the years dinosaurs existed listed at 4500 to 2500 BC. That means they were around less than 5,000 years ago. Can you believe dinosaurs got to see the pyramids and walk around ancient cities? People were even writing at this point, so they could have seen the dinosaurs and written about them. But they didn't. You know, that's something of, if I could write and I saw a dinosaur and I was far enough away, I'd probably jot that down. But that's only the front end of the joke here. According to Mr. Hitzman, the flood wiped out the dinosaurs and the Romans in 2500 BC, 1,700 years before Rome was founded.
Now, we as a civilization face an equally devastating threat from the environment. Now, what is that threat? Quota.
Climate change?
Correct, climate change. Ergo, a dangerous change in our moral climate that makes us stop caring about the terrible menace that will alter the future of civilization as we know it. Yes, I am talking about a football game. Now, this weekend's big game against our arch rivals, Wickenburg Canyon High. These are evil, evil people that must be stopped. And next week we'll move on to the insect family and the important role abstinence plays in their survival. You see, family is important, people, and everyone in this school is like family, and that's why we don't sleep with each other, as incest is just icky.
You'll notice Hitzman going to town on that stick throughout the entire episode. We have another incredibly accurate diagram that places the domain of hell at the Earth's core. but it still recognizes the lower and upper mantles. We're not getting out of control here. Then, of course, space is where heaven is. I think the cosmonauts figured that out in the 60s.
Mr. Hitzman, did you really mean what you said?
Oh, yes, crickets do talk, and they love waiting for that special person to make baby crickets with in a creative and loving way.
The core of this joke is that Mr. Hitzman is a biblical literalist. That's why he has all of that interesting stuff up on the whiteboard. He takes things from the Bible and treats them as literally being true. There's not a lot of room for interpretation. They're not metaphors. It's not just to get you to some greater moral truth. The idea is that everything stated in the Bible should be taken as absolute fact. The reason a cricket is being brought up, or crickets more generally are being brought up, is in reference to Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio. Jiminy Cricket is a sort of anthropomorphized character, meaning he's an animal given human attributes, and he acts as Pinocchio's moral guidance. Mr. Hitzman sees or hears of a story like this and thinks, wait, crickets talk? They really do talk. Crickets actually talk. Crickets communicate, but he thinks, okay, they must talk like humans talk because I saw it in this fictional story.
Now, one day, when I've mastered my inappropriate longings, I hope to meet an understanding Mrs. Hitzman and have some little baby Hitzmans running around. We'd probably get a Manny to play with them and help out around the house a bit. Perhaps he would be a strapping German boy with brown shirt and big muscles and an enigmatic laugh that said more than words ever could. And then in summertime, he'd work topless, his Aryan sweat producing a glimmering sheen off his sizable...
No, about the end of the world.
Oh, yes, of course, but you guys are going to stop it.
The 10 Commandments of science class. I'll read these for you since the frame goes by quickly. 1. Sex is bad. 2. Violence is good. 3. Earth is 6,000 years old. 4. Dancing is wrong. 5. Reptiles talk. 6. Water can be hard, like ice. 7. Women can turn into salt. This is probably a reference to Lot's wife in the book of Genesis, where Lot's family is told not to look back at the destruction of Sodom, which was a city, but she does, and turns into a pillar of salt. 8. Fossils are planted. Idea here is that people put fake fossils in the ground as a part of a grand conspiracy to convince the earth of a long-lost species. 9. Radio and carbon are lies. And 10. The soul is next to the liver. Anyway, see this fish tank right here?
Observe Wickenburg Canyon High, state-funded.
Oh my God, ew!
There are some very dark things going on there in the name of so-called science. In fact, our recent intel tells us they are harvesting souls. That's right, millions of little souls called stem cells. Now, Team Stem Cells are harvested from a pregnant woman's belly button near that smelly, disgusting hole thing they have down there.
Is that called a vagina?
Yuck! Don't even say it! I believe the male member is much more elegant and surprising. Why, one time, I was playing a game of sword fights with my
Sir, about saving the world?
Yes, we have to stop them. You see, they want to build a mutant army and give people extra arms and legs so they can win at football and fondle your wives and daughters at the same time.
Really?
Really?
I'm going to do my best to explain the point of this bit quickly and simply as someone who is nowhere close to being an expert. Stem cells, especially embryonic stem cells, are valuable for medical research. The problem Mr. Hitzman has with them is that they come from an early stage embryo, which is a part of the human life cycle. This embryo would eventually go on to become a fetus and then a baby. The embryo is destroyed in the process of acquiring the stem cells, though. So to Mr. Hitzman, there is morally no difference between that embryo and any other human. The pushback to that is these embryos are largely sourced from IVF clinics that provide an alternative way for people to get pregnant, especially if they have infertility issues. Long story short, there can be an excess of embryos that go unused, and among other things, they can be donated for research. They must get the relevant consent to be donated, though. The foundation of the issue is you have a potentially beneficial technology with ethical and moral questions all around it. Hitzman has this hyperbolized extreme view of them laced with a very agenda-driven hysteria.
Hey, where's Dirk?
Hey, team! Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, yeah!
Dirk?
Oh, yeah, sorry I'm tardy. I'm just so full of school spirit, you know? Parvenu Hills rules, woo!
That's okay, Dirk. You're good at sports, so we turn a collective blind eye to your remedial level reading skills.
I can't read.
I know you can't. Lack of basic manners, mistreatment of classmates, and the fact that you're 25 years old and have yet to come close to graduating.
Oh, thank you, Hillary. Mr. Hitzman.
Yes, I was just telling the team about some of the terrible stuff that's been going on at Wickenburg.
Wickenburg can suck my nutsack, them boners!
Really? Can they? I mean, that won't be necessary, Dirk. Unless it would save America.
Now that would be controversial.
Maybe we should teach the controversy, Sebastian.
Atheists don't like that, sir. They like to present unproven theories made up by degenerates and transsexuals wearing dresses they call lab coats as if they're facts. Just like the fact that America is God's own country and our destiny is made manifest just like the earlier settlers did when they gave smallpox to the heathens so they could meet God quicker.
Very good, Quota.
Thank you, sir. I hope to one day be elected president, but based on my ability and integrity, not some liberal agenda which loves Muslims.
What a nice, noble, kind ambition. Although I hope to high hell it never comes true.
Me too, sir. I think I'll stick to basketball and making people feel uncomfortable when I talk to their daughter. I still don't have a date for the prom.
Oh, that's my boy. And I do mean boy in the most non-offensive way possible. Now, back to Wickenburg. I need you to do some reconnaissance. Listen closely. Here's what I'm thinking.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force! Kung Fu Laser Rainbow Force!
No! Reconnaissance! Go in your school clothes and report back.
The interior here looks to be inspired by the Power Rangers Command Center, also getting some hints of Totally Spies from this. The show does a clever job of giving the aesthetic and basic structure of the kid shows, but then completely switches things around and it feels very Adult Swim. It's about to get a lot worse. Or better.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force. Oh my god, it's like a bomb went off. I know.
These people only have one home. How repulsive.
I imagine some of them share toilets. The very idea of putting my bottom where someone else's bottom has been. Ew, 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 ew.
Hey, knock it off. We gotta keep an eye out for the enemy.
I ain't scared of them. Handout kids and pregnant girls. They could clean my butthole. Can they?
Louisa, what are you doing here?
Who's she?
One of our house cleaners.
This is where I live.
Here? This slum?
This is a nice neighborhood. Besides, you only pay me $15,000 a year.
Now, Louisa, shame-o on you-o. Don't go asking for handouts. My family has worked hard for what they've got. Why don't you take the rest of the week off without pay and think about this little incident?
You're terrible.
Why do you say that?
You should have just fired her on the spot. Giving her time off, she'll do what all poor people do. Abuse drugs and have another kid. And I mean that compassionately. Oh my god! Look at that! Mortal sin at 3 o'clock.
Hey, stop right there!
What's your problem?
We're heterosexual virgins and you're our problem!
What? Why?
Don't push your luck, kid. I know how it goes. You start by holding her hands. Then it's a trip up and down the bases, fingering the tush. Then you fire off a big home run, and before you know it, you got a kid on your hands who's gonna live his whole life in prison.
Yeah, spending my parents' tax dollars.
We were only holding hands.
I bet you smoke pot. Poor people love the pot.
No, I have asthma, thank you.
I bet you pleasure yourself.
Sometimes, but what's that?
And what's this?
Pornography! Oh, amputee pornography!
That is a statue from the museum from the Renaissance. What are you talking about?
You fool! Museums are the worst. Subsidized dens of sin leading people astray. My father says we should stop subsidizing decadent culture and start supporting things that really matter. like the oil industry.
I think we already do that.
Shut up, pervert! He wants to chop your arms off and have sexual intercourse with you.
We have pledged to wait, and your indecency has just offended these lovely, impressionable girls.
Yeah!
I'm just a teenage boy.
You're a degenerate.
You're a dickhead.
Say that again.
We were only holding hands, but we have made out once. Look, I don't want a kid yet, and I have masturbated. So what? You are dickheads.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force! He was leading you astray!
And we saved you from a life of vice.
And prostitution and picking up cigarette butts looking for a fix. If she isn't a streetwalker already.
Are you?
What?
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Well, we saved those kids from unnatural desires.
It's true that sometimes the only way to manage teenage sex is by acts of extreme violence.
Which is good because violence is awesome.
Here you can see the team has properly learned the first and second of the 10 commandments of science class. Instead of dealing with some sort of big bad guy, Laser Force is appalled by very normal realities of the average person, and in their efforts to save them, they brutally murder them. There's a lot mixed in here with extreme religious views, elitism, and private school kids being exposed to the mildest of things they're usually sheltered from.
Ew, this whole place smells so yucky.
Well, that's because we're near the school. Look, they're starting their spirit rally.
Stink pickle, rah, rah, rah.
Oh! It's horrible!
Are you okay?
I don't know. Something's wrong. My body's going through some changes.
I noticed.
I have these desires, and I can't control them.
Me too.
Desires to kill everyone in a violent, testosterone-fueled rage. My voice is changing, and I can shoot laser beams out of my eyes. Look! Feel my wrath, whore!
Let's get back to base. We need to regroup. Zoe? Don't make me smite you.
Yes. Smite me.
Tell me Sebastian Caden doesn't remind you of Homelander there. That poor housemaid. If she would have just left her trash on the curb, she might still be alive. It also seemed like he was about to confess normal feelings and Tallulah was about to relate to that, like a somewhat healthy moment was just about to occur, and then it gets repressed and shot out into a rainbow beam of death.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Team, that is the spirit. It's so good to see young people motivated in a positive way. Oh my, what happened to you guys?
It was horrible, Mr. Hitzman. The girls weren't wearing pants.
Please, the vapors are enough to kill a man. Do you hear me, Zoe and Tallulah? You've been cursed.
No.
Now, gather round. I have a plan. During tomorrow night's game, you sneak into the science wing of Wickenburg High, rescue the stem cells, and set them free in the forest, saving America in the process.
What's a plan?
Pay no attention to that now, Dirk, for it is time for the grand finale!
Carbon Hills Academy rules! Game on, Kung Fu Laser Girls, you hosers. You think you can defeat our alternative agenda quite so easily? Well, while you're out harvesting stem cells, we shall be harvesting you, eh? Ow.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Finally, at the end of the episode, the true enemy of the team is revealed. Canadians. GTA 5 likes superhero shows. We have a couple more in this vein as well. But that's the only episode of
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Looks like we have to wait for GTA 6 to see what happens next.
Impotent Rage, the liberal superhero.
He'll save the day for straight all day.
Impotent Rage.
Tax the rich, rob the poor, even though he funnels money offshore.
Impotent Rage.
Get eco awards in a jet plane.
We're sacrificing rising together. I feel your pain.
Impotent Rage.
Eat organic, recycle, or I'll have a fit.
He's a judgmental hypocrite. Union entitlements rule. Ban God in school. Smack for junkies. Welfare for flunkies. Impotent Rage, the liberal superhero.
I just care too much.
The first episode we are watching is called Super Proletariat Party People. The proletariat is the working class. This is relevant in Marxism, where they sell their labor to the bourgeoisie, the property-owning class. We can see the angle the show is taking. Unsurprisingly, this show is on CNT, and we're now getting a left-wing political parody.
What do we want? Less work! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Hand jobs!
Everyone, get back to work! What the hell is this? Get back to work!
Impotent Rage. Impotent Rage. Impotent Rage. Impotent Rage. No. Impotent Rage. Rage. Safety first. Hey, fellas!
Impotent Rage can fly, but he still shows up in a little flying car. We'll find out why at the end of the episode.
What's going on here?
Oh, Impotent Rage!
Thank God you're here.
We're being oppressed by an evil corporation.
Our bosses want us to actually work.
It won't guarantee us 200% raises.
Summer Fridays off and pensions for life after retiring at 37.
Why? That's outrageous!
Notice how the workers have no pupils. The idea is no one's home. They have these soulless, drone-like eyes. They're not in full control of what they're doing. They're all excited to see Rage, though. He's here to save the day. Let's see how that works out for them.
But we're going out of business if we don't make some changes. They want free snacks, massages, and raises every year. Then most of them go on disability with full pay anyway.
You revolting chiselers, you!
They're trying to fire me for sleeping at my desk.
You were drunk!
Well, you would be too. He's just deadening the pain inside from being trapped as a mediocre cog in the dead-end machine of capitalism.
But he's the CFO!
I said American workers should be able to retire at age 35 and receive health care and a salary for life on your dime. Otherwise, what's the point?
That's impossible! That's not how economics work!
Don't you understand? I'm extremely rich! I understand how economics work and what the working class needs! They want a six-pack of beer, an eager girl in their pickup truck, and a depressing folk tune playing on the radio. This here's a free country, boy! Free, but with thousands of rules and regulations to keep greedy corporations like you in line. If you don't like it, move to China.
But because of the free trade agreement, that's where we'll have to move the company if we don't want to go out of business. We just want a sensible discussion of the issue.
Oh, you're nothing short of a disgrace. If peaceful protest won't change your mind, we're going to have to solve this the old-fashioned way. With mind-bending, liberal, impotent rage! A victory for the working man! My work here is done.
But our workplace is destroyed.
Ah, hell, go on welfare. Kick back, get a six-pack and relax. You deserve it after all this work.
We just want to work.
Look, these shows don't have the most complex messaging. We're not solving any deep riddles here, but I love the blend between political parody and superhero mockery. It allows the show to play out a hypothetical involving the most extreme version of any group while also making fun of superheroes as a genre. You think your guy is here to save the day, but when he's done, the entire place is leveled and some guy's brains have been ripped out of his skull. If the enormous mob wanted to kill the lone CEO, they could have done that without Impotent Rage. Now they're left with a catastrophe that will no doubt be weaponized against their efforts and no factory left to work in. We can see at Rage's skyscraper, he has inserted a bunch of windmills and solar panels in the middle of a dense city. This is essentially saying, look at me, look how much I care about the environment, without considering whether or not this was a sensible use of those resources.
Braxton Industries, headed by billionaire liberal playboy Braxton Hunter, recently celebrated the closing of another highway to install more bike lanes and collective urban farms. Braxton recently returned from a trip to Antarctica on his private jumbo jet, where he'd been to accept an environmental award. Some critics say that Hunter is also the caped superhero Impotent Rage, because they look exactly alike and have the same voice, and Impotent Rage tends to show up right after Mr. Hunter quietly sneaks out. He has emphatically denied they are the same person. A hero of the liberal media, others say Hunter is a rich, entitled asshole with too much time on his hands.
What? I am not a rich, entitled asshole with too much time on my hands. Woo, baby! Now that is one productive day's work. I'm gonna go home and do some yoga, drink some wheatgrass, and go to my favorite farmer's market.
I had a hard time hearing this originally. He said he's going to drink some wheat grass, which is this green sludge. It looks like athletic greens, hashtag not sponsored.
Good morning, Braxton. You look great. You've got a bunch of voicemail messages.
From whom?
Uberman.
Uberman! My arch nemesis! I hate that right-wing bully!
Hey, Impotent Rage, you pathetic hypocrite. I was just eating some whale sashimi and a manatee steak when my thoughts turned to you. Dumb, slow vegetarians whom the state will no longer protect. See you around, schmucko.
Uberman is probably a reference to a Saturday Night Live character of the same name who is a sort of what if Superman grew up in Nazi Germany. Naturally, Impotent Rage's archenemy is a far-right superhero. Also, notice he had the windmills outside in his attempt to show everyone he's a green kind of guy, but he's so rich and wasteful he has a bin dedicated to throwing cell phones away. Luckily, it's a recyclable bin, except you're not supposed to do that. You'll catch a garbage truck on fire or something. He's making a pile of hazardous waste in his own office.
Oh, do I hate that man. Do I despise him.
Braxton, there. I know a way to calm you down. Something wet and relaxing that you'll really like.
Oh, a flaxseed smoothie. You've got it. Great idea, baby.
Braxton, I need to tell you something. I'm in love with you. I want you to take me, rip my clothes off, and thrust yourself inside me. Sometimes I feel like you don't even notice I'm here.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? Oh, it's okay. I get emotional about this stuff too, Violet. The environment, marriage rights, hemp clothing, recycling, placenta cakes.
He's touching his brain while he picks his nose. It looks satisfying. This whole Valerie storyline is playing at the superhero love interest trope. She just wants to aggressively throw herself at him any chance she gets. The twist is, 1, Rage is probably not into her, or any woman for that matter, and 2, he's so obsessed with his image and ego that he can't pay attention to anyone but himself. This is a reoccurring theme throughout the show. Same thing with the workers he was meant to help at the factory, and we'll see this again even more blatantly later.
You know, I became a liberal at a very young age. My parents were... Violet, we're about to start the flashback sequence, so please wiggle back and forth for me now.
Okay.
My parents moved here as immigrants from Vice City and built a huge empire, exploiting people mercilessly. My father made a fortune strip mining, whaling, dumping toxic pollution, and marketing tobacco. He was a womanizer. And much more interesting than me, he belittled me constantly. And then he died before he could write me out of his will. And so I became the majority shareholder in a huge multinational company. I traveled the world. I joined lots of NGOs and did what any other impossibly rich, sexually confused rich kid does. Became a superhero. Through the art of self-meditation, yoga, and a freak green energy accident, which gave me unnatural godlike powers, I became Impotent Rage!
Rage!
We just got Rage's origin story, another common superhero trope. He went the dead parent route instead of the radioactive spider, but we also find out that his entire fortune is built on everything he's supposed to stand against. The only way he becomes Impotent Rage, the core of his origin story, is through his father's exploits.
Wait, what's that?
What is it?
It's my echo sense going off.
That man isn't recycling!
Hey, Neanderthal! Do you know what century it is? Recycle that soda can, or I'll come down there and teach you a lesson you won't forget in a hurry! I can't stand being disrespected like this!
Notice the major theme of Impotent Rage is hypocrisy. That is the main attribute of his character. He just nearly murdered a homeless man for aiming at the wrong can. Meanwhile, he's putting smartphones in the recycling bin on the daily. Not to mention, we just watched him level an entire factory and just leave the waste for other people to clean up.
Braxton, quick! To the anger room!
Wow! Oh my God! All this relentless, self-righteous pasturing. It's exhausting! It's exhausting! What is it? High-tech device of the future I personally invented, even though I am otherwise entirely incompetent?
Impotent Rage, there's some trouble down by the river.
Fascism never sleeps! Violet!
I'm over here.
Of course you are. Why are you wearing that ridiculous outfit?
I thought superheroes run around in their underwear, so should their assistants. I thought you would like it.
Violet, it's that kind of hypersexualized clothing that exploits and demeans women.
Fuck me.
Fuck me! Time for Impotent Rage! Where is it?
Here.
For the record, this is an organic, entirely fair trade cotton one piece that is dyed in berry juice, harvested by a lesbian commune. And it's every bit as effective at fighting crime as the synthetic fibers made popular by some of my rivals. Quick, to the suit-up montage!
Braxton?
What's this?
That's the cost to animate your overly elaborate and lengthy suit-up montage.
Got it. Okay, skip the montage. Let's go straight to Impotent Rage!
Rage is tapping into a bunch of the superhero tropes. He's got the look of Superman, kinda, the rage of the Hulk, a billionaire playboy like Batman and Iron Man, and the environmentalism of Captain Planet. He's also pointing the finger at wealthy celebrities engaging in politics who often come off as incredibly condescending and disingenuous to the average person. Rage will use political and cultural movements to curry favor and boost his ego. Meanwhile, his actions rarely back it up, flying jumbo jets, benefiting off of a company built on whaling, strip mining, tobacco, dumping toxic waste, and spending his days playing solitaire while he shops for luxury clothing. Meanwhile, he's supposed to be the superhero of the common man.
No more fracking! No more fracking! No more fracking! No more fracking!
What's going on here? These protesters want to stop us from fracking. You conservatives! Always trying to stop loving people from fracking. What century are you living in? If these three men want to frack each other, what business is it of yours? If these two want to spit roast this guy, why do I care?
What? But they want to drill really deep and make a mess.
Why, they say that's the joy of fracking. Why, I'll bet this happy fellow is a top. I say what? Fracking is what makes the world go round. Everyone is free to frack who they want, what they want, and where they want. I myself would frack all the time if it weren't that my superpowers have adversely affected my fracking prowess. Oh yeah! I do love big, delicious penises. You have to help us, Impotent Rage. We're being oppressed. I've had about enough of your Stone Age outrage. You angry conservatives are all pent-up homosexuals yourselves.
Hey, but we're not conservatives, we're protesters. Hey, what What are you doing?
There! That should sort things out for everyone. You just keep on fracking, boys. Does anyone want a photo for their Life Invader page? I really do exist. And I prove not all closeted rich guys are creepy.
Oh, Impotent Rage. You're such an ignoramus.
Uberman! You littering pig! I was wondering when you turn up.
Oh, my suit is so fancy. This suit is actually pleasuring me right now. Oh, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Yang! You've worked yourself up into such a liberal lather that you actually ended up helping the opposition. These are natural gas wells that pollute the environment, not 3 old queens into P&P.
What? Oh, no! What have I done? Maybe I'll donate some money to charities. Build a statue of a kid in a wheelchair? That will clear my conscience.
I've come to save the day again. From you. The common herd needs a genetically superior synthetic fiber-clad sociopath lunatic to look up to. Not a soy latte sipping dweeb with a flaccid... Well, you get the point. But first, I'm off to drill some oil wells in environmentally sensitive wetlands. Goodbye, impotent rag.
No! I must stop him. To the Impotent Mobile electric car! Initiate solar panel sequence right away! Oh, God! Damn it! I hate you! Why must the conservatives always win?
That show was a balloon knot production, which is slang for the anus. There at the end, you see it once again reinforced that Rage is no one's hero. Everyone is just a prop in his identity performance, and he ends up benefiting the opposition more by the end. So, Impotent Rage loses. That's the only episode of the show so far. This is actually Trevor's favorite superhero. He has his action figures. The last of our superhero shows is the Republican Space Rangers. This is the right-wing answer to Impotent Rage, and also Lester's favorite superheroes.
Republican Space Rangers! Intergalactic war on terror. But don't worry about collateral damage or error.
Cause we're nuking hate, we're spreading freedom and liberty. Sometimes we kill with undue glee.
Oh, was that your home? Sorry!
Gotta complete the mission
And possibly deny extraordinary additions.
spreading American values.
Sometimes you gotta bomb an orphanage or two.
Republican Space Ranger!
Their logo is a dick. So where Kung Fu Laser Force was more of a conservative religious parody, Republican Space Rangers is going for more of a Bush-era neocon parody. If you thought the last 2 cartoons were gross, maybe don't eat during this one. Fair warning.
With the world turning more socialist by the day, who do you call? Republican Space Rangers. They are Butch, the Commander, and Dick. In our last episode, the Rangers bravely attempted to save America by assassinating the president. Elated that his approval rating shot up to 98%, President Zane pardoned the Rangers and invited them for a low-calorie beer and a workout at the White House.
We can see a little bit of Star Wars influence coming through here, given it's Space Rangers.
I'm sorry we tried to kill you, Mr. President. We didn't like you 'cause you're an alien and 'cause you's a liberal.
Oh, well, that's all right, boys. That's all right.
I'm kind of shit-faced. Hey, let me show you something funny. If I tuck it between my legs, I look like a little girl, only hairy. Hoorah!
Well, I can guarantee you that that's gonna be the last time we ever get invited back to the White House.
Oh, I'm sorry, Commander. Hey, they can always rebuild that stupid monument, right?
Perhaps, but they won't be able to get the wee-wee stains out of the First Lady's cocktail dress.
You do love a blackout, Dick.
Always have.
This is one of 2 shows that has an original episode in GTA 4, sort of. What they're referencing there is the events of that episode. You don't really need that context going forward, but it's worth noting.
Gentlemen, if you can stay focused, I have a dangerous mission for you. I need you to pack this ammunition and hand it out at the mall.
Hoo-wee! We're giving civilians live rounds? Ex-a-fucking-land!
Oh, no. Our new ammunition is knowledge.
The what?
These are military leaflets about how knowledge is understanding. The policy of don't ask, you don't want to know, has been lifted. Your job is to head to the mall to recruit. The U.S. military now allows anyone and everyone to be a space ranger.
What the fuck? Anyone? You gotta be shitting me, egghead! Listen up! I will not, repeat, will not serve with women or open homosexuals!
Oh, I love the mall. If you peek over the top of a changing room, it's like a live show.
I do not understand why Butch and the alien president both have slobber or whatever this is coming out of their mouths. It's gross. I hate it. Also, kind of odd, Dick is the only one of the main 3 Rangers who has his name on his name tag. He's also sort of the main character, so that adds up. Beyond the initial Star Wars reference, these guys appear to be wearing the Mjolnir armor from Halo. Butch's gun has a bunch of alien heads on it, likely representing how many aliens he's killed. Maybe it's 1 sticker for every 100 he's taken out, as we'll see shortly. The targeting of aliens is not an accident. I'm sure you can figure out why the Republican Space Rangers' main enemy is aliens, illegal or otherwise.
I ain't handing out no fruity cake leaflets. I need real military hold-down shit. I mean entire planets on fire, screaming children, you know, that sort of thing.
Also, here are your new squad mates under our rewritten tolerance policy. Private Luke.
Sir.
And First Sergeant Vanessa.
Commander.
Girl?
Girls fight like kitty cats.
And a gay dude? How am I supposed to focus on killing the enemy's family and burning his house down if I'm worried about some guy looking at my hoo-ha?
Now, is the hoo-ha on the front or the back?
Depends. I'll show you. It's in back now.
It's in the back.
I can assure you that's not an issue. I've been in numerous theaters of war and won top honors and only have 1 piercing.
The theater? You queers are all the same. Singing and dancing and carrying on with your musicals and whatnot.
Soldiers, enough. Get to your bunks. Reveille at 0600 hours, mall at 0900.
Shit, we're pinned down! Throw a grenade and I'll flank them!
Dick,
yeah!
I want you.
What?
I fantasize about being physically and emotionally intimate with you and rubbing things all over your...
Whoa! Stop right there! God damn it! I knew this would happen if they let fruits in the fucking Space Rangers! Listen, your kind has no business in the military.
How does this feel?
Oh, well, that's a fucking serious distraction right there. I'm a bottom. Take me. Give it to me.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes.
Dick, you dumb shit. Wake up. Wake up.
What? Where? Why? How? Me?
What the hell were you dreaming about there, soldier?
Race cars, titties, bacon titties, an idealized vision of the past?
I sure as hell hope so, son, especially the latter.
Now, you get your ass moving. We got to report to the recruitment kiosk at the mall.
Every single show we have watched so far, despite being parodies of different groups, has a closeted gay man, severely repressed sexual desires, and an unquenchable thirst for violence. The characters are always terrified of people who are different than them. Across the board, this stays consistent, and their default answer is to obliterate them. Here at the Dark Matter Mall, buy things you don't need. It will make you happy. A not-so-subtle jab at consumerism.
Say, ain't this beautiful?
It is beautiful, son. About the most goddamn beautiful thing I ever seen. You see, it's what we spent all these months and years fighting for. Freedom. I'm speaking of the freedom to buy lots of plastic wrap crap made in foreign countries by adorable slant-eyed kids in sweatshops. Crap that breaks and is instantly out of date, and the very act of buying it makes us feel inadequate because we can't afford the more expensive or up-to-date version, no matter how much fucking debt we take on.
It's the only kind of freedom that matters.
And how?
Maybe not the only kind.
Right, we see a subtle little lapse in Dick's standard persona. Maybe not the only kind of freedom that matters to him, showing that deep down he values freedom to be himself, but his group identity supersedes that. He undermines what he actually wants in life to fit in. Despite them all being terrible people, as we're about to see, the episode centers around Dick and humanizes him more than the others. The central conflict is built around Dick hiding himself from his friends. This is a good example of how there's a bit more thought going into these shows than meets the eye.
Come on, boys. Let's get this lame-ass mission over and done with. Hand out these leaflets in an efficient and responsible manner, then get back to the base as soon as possible and try to get deployed on a serious combat mission.
You token fruit malingerer. Yeah, listen up. What we'll do, boys, is hand out these here leaflets in an efficient and responsible manner, then get our keisters back to base as soon as possible to try to get on another serious combat mission.
Yes, sir. Here, you look queer. You're reading, and it ain't even a porno. Have a lately.
Just like I thought. Arrival rouse at Pinko. Soldier, I'm recommending you for a medal.
To give you some context, because I only just learned this word recently, Pinko is a derogatory term for anyone who's sort of leaning left-wing socialist or getting close to communism, not fully red, but pink is the idea behind it. That individual was reading the Federalist Papers that they brutally murdered. They're among the most important political writings in US history, written by 3 of the founding fathers. Point being, these so-called patriots know absolutely nothing about the history of their own country and conflate a term they don't understand with communism. You could also argue they killed him because the Federalist Papers argued for a larger central government, and the Rangers, being conservatives, want a smaller central government, in theory at least. But I don't think that's what Rockstar is trying to get across, that they have some sort of informed opinion on the Federalist Papers.
But that man...
And you! I had about enough of you.
What do you mean?
Don't Jesus! Scramble! Buster! This is Foxtrot Delta Bravo Lena. Repeat! Foxtrot Delta Bravo Lena! We got a KIA at the mall here!
Notice how upset Dick looks compared to everyone else when Commander kills Luke and then he's scrambling to get his gun ready. That threw him off. That's very subtle attention to detail there.
Ah, shit! Insurgents are all over us! We're going for immediate backup! Send them in! Get some! We got Charlie all over our asses on this hill! Brave men are dying out here! You want some? I need an airstrike! 50 points!
Yeah!
Stand behind me now. This way. He was a brave ranger, but now he's gone. And that's what happens when we get sent into tough combat situations with inadequate support due to Congress being run by liberals and pseudo-liberals and pseudo-people who hate pseudo-fucking America. Sure, the boy was a butt pirate, but he died like one too. And anyone who says the Space Rangers won't let Kuwaiters get shot in the line of duty is simply a bigot not living in this here century. But just so we're clear, straight boys did an even better job.
But what about reports of innocent people getting caught in the crossfire?
Fuck that! That is Category 1 bullshit, ma'am! What kind of innocent person comes to a frickin' shopping mall?
Quick detail here. You can see the top 2 news cameras are Weasel and CNT. So within the show, you have the same channels from within the universe.
Anyway, that's all I got time for. I gotta go take a dump. God bless this country.
Excuse me, Commander, Elena von Sorensen. If I may, you boys, you did great out there.
Well, we was just doing our duty.
You just might be perfect for the new movement brewing.
You know, I think I'm about ready for a movement and I need to do my duty.
Ooh, is it like a club? I like clubs. Secret handshakes and rituals with crackers, and walking like pachyderms.
Yes, it is kind of like that. You know, you have to be careful, gentlemen. Without knowing it, you are supporting the liberal agenda that is determined to destroy America for reasons none of us can ever articulate, but it has something to do with them being overeducated and looking down on hard-working people like us. So much so they want to patronize them by giving them opportunity.
And how? It is a terrible shame, ma'am.
Well, all I am saying is you all need to come to a meeting. Now, we will give you some real leaflets to hand out.
Oh, okay. See if I can remember my reading. It says here, do you hate foreigners? Do you hate progress? Do you hate giving money to people who's doing nothing to deserve it? Then you may be perfect for the coffee grinder.
That is right. And with that, it's back to you, Bruce, in the bunker. I mean, studio.
Say what?
Don't worry. You are among friends now.
God for that.
Friend.
I'm going to try and explain this coffee grinder thing, but we need a little more context from the episode first.
Public education is socialism.
This rally we are at is for the Coffee Grinder Party. As you can see, their logo is men consuming eggplants. Lots of nutrients, I'm sure. The banner above the politician's head says us versus them.
Well. Just look at all these honest, hard-working folk expressing their God-given views.
Hey, and they're handing out free beers and chicken wings.
Ooh-ah.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is my kind of rally right here. Even more fun than that one when we wore them silly hoods. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, y'all boys, shout this while you'll fit in and feel manly.
Well, thank you, sir.
Who do we hate?
Ourselves!
What are we doing?
Giving tax breaks to the rich!
What do we hate?
Equality!
What are we doing?
Fucking ourselves in the can!
Well, I tell you what, this is just great. Everyone's pulling together for the good of the nation.
I am turtling something fierce. I got a pebble poking out.
And I could use a comfort station as well. That chimichanga's blasting through me at hyperspeed. Ooh-ah.
Man, we's all going to the bathroom together like girls.
Complex scientific theories.
Well, Edmund, this just might work. Yes, Fitzgerald, yes. After our last successful campaign, anything is possible.
And I say to you that what we need is more Christmases and Thanksgiving. I want to get basted. Now, who's with me?
Now we only need to find the perfect patriotic halfwit to run as our coffee grinder candidate for president, which we will back with $1 billion and take ownership of Congress and the White House and deregulate to our heart's content. You have a heart, brother. You softy.
So there is the last bit of context we needed on the Coffee Grinder Party, probably a play on the Tea Party in name. The idea is the Republicans think they're joining this alternative party opposing foreigners and undeserving elites, but the party is actually controlled by alien billionaires. Or in other words, foreign elites.
Oh, my bowels. Oh, where do those assholes go? Man, I'm gonna drop a bomb out my ass that would melt the city into glass.
The Coffee Grinder Party is about turning public schools into shoe factories. And, sir, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? Sir, oh my God!
We can see some of their rally signs. No aliens, restore racism. The alien president is a fascist. Mad as hell, war on peace, coffee grinder, and tyranny creates jobs.
Isn't that the fellow that tried to assassinate the president, urinated on the first lady, and blew up the Washington Monument? And now he's literally taking a crap on the United States Capitol. I think we may have found our candidate, brother.
These guys, or guy, remind me of the Master from Fallout. Pile of deformed goo pulling strings from behind the scenes, multiple personalities poking through.
Will the creepy billionaire brothers hatch their evil scheme? Will Dick become the next president of the United States? Will Butch become the first lady? Find out next time, only on Republican Space Rangers.
And in the end, Dick finally exposes himself to the people, showing us all that It's okay to be yourself. Anyway, I'm sure the superhero fatigue is starting to set in. Let's move on to something else. We're gonna put our goggles on and get ready for some detective work in the cartoon Morehead Rides Again.
Police respect him. Women need him. Men envy him. He's the square-jawed yet world-weary hero your dad always wanted to be. He's the diamond in the rough, fighting crime by breaking rules that haven't been written yet. He's even, when appropriate, seen with ethnics and women. The Bald Eagle Broadcasting System presents Gordon Morehead in Morehead Rides Again! He smokes 60 a day. He drinks a quart of rye at lunch. He has incredible powers of reasoning. And he keeps America safe when government intervention cannot. Sleep easy, America. Someone else is worrying about things so you don't have to. This episode of Morehead Rides Again is brought to you by Los Santos Affordable Homes and Redwood Tobacco. Before we start this week's episode of Morehead Rides Again, we'd like to tell you about a remarkable free offer. You can own an incredible, genuine Gordon Morehead detective badge, replica gun, and packet of candy cigarettes, so you can help protect your neighborhood the same way Gordon protects America. All you need to do is get your dad or uncle to write a check for $10. Send it in, and you'll be sent a certificate of graduation from the Morehead School of Investigation, along with your badge, gun, and smokes. Work real crimes, solve murders, kill people with impunity, and smoke, just like a real crime fighter. Or sit on your couch wishing you had a dad who really loved you and a future as something other than a ninny.
This is the first cartoon explicitly marketing itself towards children, and naturally, it's the one most heavily advertising smoking. That was a real thing, by the way. Marketing campaigns aimed at young people to create lifelong smokers hooked from a young age.
And now, Morehead Rides Again in Morehead and the Soviet Titwank, or Reds Under the Bed.
Gordon Morehead originally appeared in Vice City Stories in the form of a radio show. Here in Los Santos, he's getting his own cartoon.
Read all about it! Read all about it! Soviet spies corrupting the nation! Read all about it! Communists ruining your family! Sleeping with your wife! Pleasuring her better than you ever could! Read all about it!
Molly, come in here and bring me some napalm.
Gordon, I'm right here. We're on TV now. Besides, we moved to the West Coast. We don't need napalm anymore. That's for clearing out the swamps of Vice City and setting bad guys on fire.
Exactly, Toots, which is why I was checking if you're paying attention. It's not your fault you're slow. You're made for making babies, and I'm made to think about making babies with you from behind while solving impossible crimes. Boy, do I miss old Pablo. What a sidekick. We solved some great crimes together. I think you're lying, you son of a bitch.
No, please, no. Ay, he is hot like a tamale.
Get me a marshmallow. Those were the days.
Notice how the picture he's looking at while he reminisces about his friend is basically just a picture of him. Little insight into the self-absorbed nature of this kind of character, the sort of self-important trope of the detective who is the only one who can solve the case.
Get that, will you?
Of course, Gordon. Oh, Gordon, I'm so happy we moved from the swamps of Vice Beach to the desert paradise of Los Santos, where American ingenuity and just a little Canadian water has turned the harsh desert into a beautiful and very natural paradise of golf clubs, sprinkler systems, beautiful fruit farms, and hydroelectrical dams, filled with happy families and all the glamour of Vinewood. Oh, this place really is paradise, Gordon.
Silly me. And don't forget, starter homes are very attractively priced here.
And I enjoyed a very exciting 2-hour traffic jam after doing calisthenics on the beach.
Exercise can be very dangerous for a woman, Molly. If you lose an ounce of that cushion, men will never court you. A man wants a woman with some thickness to her so she won't die during childbirth.
Oh, you're right again, Gordon. Oh, Gordon, this place is like a dream.
Even paradise has a dark side.
Is that a redwood you're smoking, Gordon?
Yes, a redwood. It's a vigorous cigarette that 9 out of 10 physicians recommend. All-American tobacco, of course. Smooth, sophisticated, and yet passionate and caring. A woman in your hands and a tiger in your lungs. Great while relaxing in a hospital or while playing tennis or yachting.
You can also tell the show is heavily drawing from the 1940s and 50s, where cigarettes are portrayed as healthy and advertising regulations are yet to be in place. Not to mention the style of the cartoon and the way Gordon treats his female assistant, Molly. He's terrible to her, but she's just peachy and obedient. The front of her hair, you can see, is even shaped like a heart. Her demeanor and look is intentionally juxtaposed to her mistreatment.
Oh, Lord! Who's that?
Quiet, broad.
How?
Hello, Redskin. Aren't you on the wrong show?
I am, but actors' contracts are complicated things, and Central Casting ordered chief. I come from reservation. We live there like kings, but something has come to Los Santos that will disturb peace between white man and Indian.
If only Pablo were here. With his Mexican cunning, he could make sense of what this indigenous savage is going on about.
No, Pablo, he big problem.
Chief! Another chief.
There's a lot going on here. We have Redwood cigarettes appearing once again, this time in the form of their mascot. The reason they're using a Native American is because their likeness and imagery has been used to falsely promote the idea that cigarettes were natural, organic, or even spiritually ritualistic to people. Even look how they place the cig in his mouth like a piece of straw or something. It's intended to pull consumers away from the reality of the artificial chemical cancer sticks. And again, there are in-universe organizations maintained within the cartoons. Here we have the FIB popping in.
That's right. Pablo's a hell of a problem. He's a goddamn communist.
Our Pablo?
Yes, squaw. For many moons, our peoples have lived happily together. We simple savages were honored to give up our land, so dregs from Europe build Midwest chain restaurants, kill 90% of our people and herd us into tiny pens, only letting us out to drink firewater and work construction jobs. But now, all this bliss is being ruined.
Say, paleface, got him Redwood? Yes, I'd like a Redwood cigarette as well. Perfect for chiefs of all kinds everywhere.
For gentlemen from all walks of life.
How?
I'd like one too, but they're too manly for me.
Damn straight, Chippy.
Women still absolutely smoked in this time period. There were companies that aimed marketing at women more than others, so perhaps the commentary here is that Redwoods are aimed more at guys.
Hey, I don't understand what Pablo has to do with all this.
The Redskin says something terrible is coming. He thinks it's communism, Gordon, and he's not happy about it. His people could smell this stuff in the wind.
This land of freedom, not land to share equally.
What he's trying to say, Gordon, is this is a land of freedom, not a land to share equally.
This is sort of a repeat bit. Again, these shows share incredibly similar themes across the board. Remember in Republican Space Rangers when Luke says something and Commander dismisses it, then repeats the same exact thing? The Chief here does that, poking at the idea that it doesn't matter what is said, but rather who is saying it depending on the audience.
I don't understand. Oh, being a woman, I can't help but stick my nose in where it doesn't belong and amble cluelessly through life. Can I fix you gentlemen a drink?
Damn straight you can, woman. 2 scotches and a ceremonial bowl of water for the chief.
I'm on wagon.
I'd use the local police force, but the fact is, Gordon, they're useless. Lone existentialist crime fighters like yourself, men with an addiction to justice. They're much better at fighting evil than government fat cats and bloated examples of America's descent into decadence.
Amen.
We think that the commies have infiltrated the moving pictures. They're writing subversive themes into scripts to influence our children and women. The fact is, there's only one kind of red we like in this country. A redskin who knows his place and wears feathers a lot while having very little understanding of syntax. Not goddamn communists.
Here's another thing shared with Republican Space Rangers, a fear of communism, but this show is tapping far more into the Red Scares and McCarthyism of the 1900s. This show taking place in Vinewood fits as well because Hollywood is tied to McCarthyism, with many industry workers at the time being blacklisted as a result of the paranoia. You can also see the messaging in this show is incredibly agenda-backed. They've either been pushing cigarettes or propaganda the entire time.
There's communists in Vinewood? Oh, but this used to be a nice country. Oh, Gordon, I'm scared.
I'm scared too, Molly, of what I'll do when I catch them.
Me scalp 'em big nasty.
All right, simmer down.
Sorry.
We'll have to find a way to sneak onto that motion picture studio lot and have a look around, see?
I knew I can count on you. Who better to protect America than a drunk? A dame and a sensitive portrayal of indigenous people.
How about we smoke 'em peace pipe?
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
Okay, all right, let's get out of here. I know exactly where to start.
Are we going to the movie studio?
No, Molly, we're going in here. Can't start a case without a fisted gin. Helps a man think.
Just in the back, there's a man holding up a newspaper that says Pravda. This was the official paper of the Soviet Union's Communist Party, which translates to truth. I'm sure it was.
Now, where to find these pinkos? Hey there, partner, where you from?
Oh, I am from Georgia.
Oh, I do love a peach.
Yeah, I'm real American. I sleep with sister and finger ship.
Well, no time to dilly-dally. I've got to solve this case, and I know just how to get into that movie lot.
Halt! Where are you going?
Look the other way, pal. We're fighting communists.
Oh, I hate these communists. They killed my father in Stalingrad. Look in the writer's room. I hear the filthy socialists often meet there.
Oh, Gordon, I'm scared.
Shut up, you'll blow our cover.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gordon. Estrogen makes me weak-minded.
Let's not waste time. We haven't got a moment to lose on dull exposition or silly plot points. I want to go straight to the boss of this place. Vinewood is full of harlots and charlatans and socialist scum, and I want to know who is pulling the strings.
Here, Gordon works with a Nazi soldier to help locate the communists inside Vinewood Studios while the Redwood branding has somehow been turned up another notch. We go any further and the whole screen's just gonna say Redwood.
We need to have a chat, bucko.
You've been overdoing the firewater again, huh? We can't afford to pay your kind for movie work. We're losing money. This is advertising money.
I'm no sitting bull, big chief pile of cash. I'm Gordon Morehead, crime fighter, and I'm hunting commies, see? Ha! I knew it.
Those aren't mine. They belong to the maintenance man.
A likely story, blaming the honest poor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Zelder. I forgot my artificial hand.
As this janitor moves his arm, just briefly you can see he reveals his name tag, which says Lenny, indicating this is Vladimir Lenin, who was the first leader of the Soviet Union, followed by Joseph Stalin. You can also see the janitor's image, like how he looks, is based on Lenin, his facial hair and his baldness.
You slipped by this time, but I'm convinced you're running a massive propaganda operation here. One that's hell-bent into turning this country into a bunch of weak-minded, overly considerate Lenin lovers.
Why, that's a bold-faced lie. Actors and movie executives would never push a liberal agenda. We studio bosses are too busy counting money all day and sleeping with young starlets to care about the dreck we're putting out. What you need to do is visit the writer's room. Yes, that's what you should do. What I need to do is get this young lady out from under my desk. No teeth, damn it.
Oops, sorry, Mr. Zelda. I didn't mean it. Oh, Gordon, this is so scary.
Shut up. Running out of places to slap you. We're fighting a red menace here. We've got no time for emotion.
What did you do during a war, Gordon?
I fought fascism.
In Germany? Italy?
No, dumbass, Florida. Now shut your yap. We're here. Gadzooks! Someone's making monkeys of us. There must be another writer's room.
The joke here is tied to the infinite monkey theorem. It's so many niche, weird little jokes in these cartoons. It proposes the idea that if a monkey were to use a typewriter for an infinite amount of time, that eventually the monkey would reproduce the works of William Shakespeare. You can even see that referenced on the panel in the top left corner. The broader idea is that if there is enough time and resources, any event with a non-zero possibility will occur.
Don't worry, I will track them. Over there.
Ha! You're incredible, you savage.
Pablo!
That's not Pablo.
Yes, it is. Igor Pavlovich, rescue at large. Comrades, you're too late. Already I have flooded your movies with communist propaganda. Your workers they'll rise up, unionize, demand ridiculous wages, and then all American industry will fail and move to communist China. It's good plan, no?
Please.
Now that is rich. America will always be a pillar of industry. We're unstoppable. Our hunger and work ethic make us invincible. As if America would ever become fat, lazy, and entitled like you commies. And besides, I'm about to stop you.
Oh, that horrible, awful foreigner's getting away! Get him, Gordon!
No, bye-bye, comrades! I fall down!
Pablo!
Hola, Senor Morehead. Hola, Miss Momstein.
Oh, Pablo, where have you been?
I stopped for siesta and to have burrito.
Such a cunning people. They nap half the day and mix the same 4 ingredients and give it 20 different names.
Oh, can I get a chimichanga?
Gordon, I bring you a present.
But Pablo, Friendly's no longer a sponsor of this show.
Sí, but this is old script, muy viejo.
Well, in that case, give me a redwood, buy me a starter home, and stand the hell back. These people are about to be put on the cutting room floor.
Friendly's napalm is another reference to the original Morehead radio show, but it's also a clever play on words to something a lot darker. Friendly napalm is the same idea as friendly fire, but instead of shooting someone on your side, you've napalmed them. This likely stems from the Vietnam War, where the United States had incidents of friendly napalm burning American soldiers with their own chemical warfare. The broader metaphor being made here is that during the Red Scare, America was hurting their own society and people more than they were actually combating communism. You can see the group in the writer's room have American masks over their mouths. The only one without the American symbolism is the open communist who they toss in at the end. So they killed 4 Americans just to kill 1 communist, reinforcing the idea that this paranoia did more harm than good, even within the bounds of the ideological fervor.
I guess weeding out trouble never goes out of style.
How, muchacho?
And I guess I would like a redwood.
Join us next time for more adventures with Gordon, Molly, and the gang as they protect America's atomic secrets by setting some off, only on Morehead Rides Again!
The next episode appears to be tapping into the atomic era more, and finally we see Molly smoke a redwood, showing that societal norms can always be broken to make a profit. Well, that show was a parody of old school America. This next one is going to take aim at the new school. We're going to watch anime.
Princess Rabbit Bubblegum!
Japanese horseradish is another term for wasabi used in making the popular little green paste of the same name. Most of the wasabi served around the world is not actual wasabi, instead being made with not Japanese horseradish, Western horseradish. I'm trying to hold on to whatever vegetables I can find at this point. This is our final descent. We're not coming back from this one, so good luck.
What are you doing, Master?
I'm reading the comments on your recent videos. These people are a little...
They're a bunch of horny, lonely perverts.
Look, if you want to see the full uncensored versions of these, you can go in-game and watch them or even check for them here on YouTube, but I am not about to burn the channel down just so you can see anime titties.
Those are your fans. Be respectful. Do not bite the hand that feeds.
Okay, so what are they saying about me?
Oh, let me see here. This one said that your boyfriend is too feminine. Like he played both sides of the sushi bar, but he don't like fish or surf clam. He only like octopus. But this is a terrible analogy. Where's that useless cutesy sidekick of yours that walks on the tips of his toes? What the hell?
Saki make Gemstone go boom!
This show was first mentioned in GTA 4, then finally brought to the television in episodes from Liberty City. This is the newest episode made for GTA 5. The idea is to make fun of anime stereotypes, as you can probably tell.
Saki, you little alcoholic shitbag! Are you okay?
Oh, he's fine. He's just a concussion, a massive internal bleeding or something. Poke him.
That wasn't Saki's illicit booze bath. Something is going on outside.
So definitely now this guy really dead. He's like a furry pancake. We could license that. Yes, that's what we do. License part of a balanced breakfast. Princess Robot Bubblegum, crispy slashy pops, and special furry pancakes.
Oh no!
Oh, the ancient ones warned this day would come.
What ancient ones, Master?
Oh, those geriatric tight asses at the bank. They say they're gonna foreclose on me, knock down the secret temple, and build a 24-hour drive-through massage parlor with, the human traffic Australian chicks. They love it. You don't even have to leave your car. You just reach through the window, wanky, wanky, wanky. Hey, bloke, you want a cockatoo?
All of the shows carry a certain level of awareness about what they are and what they're imitating, but Robot Princess Bubblegum seems to be about what the characters are doing when the actual show stops. Like, I feel like they stopped recording the actual anime and then we kept the camera going.
Okay, girl. Okay, girl, there is a big wrecking ball outside and they're gonna smash your house down.
We know!
Calm down, bitch. You're gonna ruin my hair.
Master, you taught me discipline. Why haven't you paid the bills?
I was very distracted. I have a 300-year mortgage to pay and my pension got cut. It's a hard time for everybody.
Pension? I thought you was an ancient ninja master is what you told me.
I am. Many years ago, I was an ancient ninja postmaster. For about 5 years. Then I retire on a 275-year pension. I can throw a postcard across the room and give you a terrible paper cut. The post office was horrible. Licking, stamping, licking, and licking. God damn it, it's like dealing with my second wife. Your face goes numb, you take a coffee break, you turn back to a soul-crushing job that leaves you feeling terrible afterwards.
Hello, Master. How are we gonna save our house?
Fuck define. Wait, merchandising!
But Master, since the last DVD got edited by censors in the West, we don't sell so many. So no more merchandising. No more Princess Robot Bubblegum dolls, or pencil cases, or rulers, or blow-up companions, or love balls, or erotic massage oils, or all the other creepy shit you've sunk all our money into.
Master Hentai, that's his actual name, is doing everything he can to leverage his position and profit off of Bubblegum Princess Robot. I'm guessing here, but this sword guy, who's hilarious, might be a jab at Final Fantasy or something with the big oversized swords. I hate that trope, by the way.
Sometimes the path is not straight, but is still true. Oh, I like that line. I like that. Maybe I sell it on a bumper sticker. Anyway, the path of truth is still the path of merchandising. Personal merchandising. Merch, merch, merch.
I never knew you worked in marketing.
Oh, it's easy. Any fool with half an MBA can do it. Listen, you will save our house in the time-honored way. You will please horny men one after the other. They will be standing in line for a chance at you, and we can charge them $20 a pop.
Master, I won't be a massage girl.
No, stupid bitch. We go to comic convention. You sign an autograph, and we sell some more action figures. We rebrand the erotic oil as a personal usage erotic oil for the lonely lover, and the branded socks to clean yourself up with afterwards. You know, it's prostitution of a different kind. But legal, personal merchandising. Oh, it makes my loins ache.
Here we go again with the stroking. Even Sword Boy was doing something similar. They must have been in Mr. Hitzman's class growing up. I'm very unfamiliar with anime and JRPGs not named Pokemon, but our blue-haired friend looks like he's perpetually in a sort of video game character idol. Like if someone just pressed down on his analog stick, he would start moving. I bet you want to do it. You want to press on his analog stick?
Oh, this is so exciting. Never in my years of being a blind androgynous child with a huge sword could I have imagined such wonders.
Yes, truly the script writers have reached new heights. Time for an incongruous clip of an arousing girl fight. You see? You like that? You do, don't you?
My poor little Saki. He was always drunk and slept in my underwear drawer, but I loved him like a brother.
Please, that's like the last 5 guys you got out with.
Master, what are you doing?
Fair. Fuck that little blue raccoon. We'll get you a new one.
Master!
Oh, please. Oh, please. Ni hao na. Ni hao na. Turn off the waterworks. Shut up! Cry me a river. You're a big girl. This is exciting rebranding opportunity. Nothing sells like a cute animal sidekick. We have auditions. We'll change them every season. Flavor of the month. Fuck it.
Grindy. Smoky.
Poopy.
What the fuck?
Where are we, Germany?
Okay, you'll do.
Humpy.
Audition over. Blind boy, kill the rest.
This show actively has less direction than every other show we've watched, and that's saying something. There is barely a plot to stick to. I think that's kind of the point. We're randomly jumping around from sequence to sequence. The show added some sense of urgency with the demo crew beginning to plow down the temple. Our heroes had to figure out a way to pay off their debts and get rid of them, but then they just dropped the whole plot line to do some random side objectives. It's not like the demo team was on their way. They were literally in the middle of destroying the building.
Come on, we've got to get to the convention center and save this ancient temple.
Did somebody shit on the floor? Oh, this place smells something terrible. It's like a fat person's armpit, Cuddy, for real. And nobody's buying nothing.
That is my special vapor machine. It attracts nerds with the smell of unwashed loneliness. It is very powerful. That's why I bring this. When the battle rages hardest, every warrior know you have to fend for yourselves. Put that shit on a sticker.
I thought your last film was really lacking. Anime has moved beyond your hackneyed stereotypes. Clothes made from belts, an emo character, tentacle rape. It's just such a cliche. It's not like in Rape Fest Quark Zoom, where they subvert the cliches by embracing them and then undermining them by making them all true. But then that's written by a genius, whereas your show is such a hack job. Seriously, where do they find these people?
Now the show is not only making fun of the genre, but also fans of the genre. Notice this guy shows up only after Master Hentai uses his sense of unwashed loneliness to attract nerds. He says the better show subverts cliches by embracing them and then undermining them by making them all true, which is so convoluted. But what's kind of funny about that statement is that is largely what Bubblegum Robot Princess actually is. It takes cliches or stereotypes, embraces them, and then builds the entire substance of the show around them. Every character in our crew is a cliche, and even the fan critiquing the show is a cliche.
Are you going to fucking buy something? Oh, have you met Humpy? He's the hot new sidekick.
You're old news! The future of anime is shiny wasabi kitty. She's awesome.
Wait, who's that?
That is Shiny Wasabi Kitty.
Hello, nerd.
I trained her many years ago. She was my pupil, but she turned evil.
Girl, I'm blind and I knew that bitch was evil. I could smell it. She had sulfur spewing down south. And she is overtly sexy, but also tough and good at fighting, just like every nerd really wants.
But how is she evil?
Oh, she won a larger cut of residuals. I tell her you were just like my last boy band, in ass.
I like boy bands.
She seems to be doing just fine without you.
All right, girl, listen what we need to do. We need to sabotage that bitch. We won't get rid of the competition, okay? Come on, Humpy. You with me, girl?
Humpy, sabotage!
Listen up, listen. You listening? Okay. Let's do something really impressive that we haven't figured out yet and get people liking our show again is what we're gonna do. By the way, how I look?
Humpy, Humpy!
Oh, her sidekick is humping. It's so postmodern. I want to buy a t-shirt.
What a cute, horny sidekick. How about you come on my show? I'll give you 5%.
Humpy, like percentages? Winky, winky time!
Stop that! That's demeaning happening to women?
No, it's not. This is great. It's art.
Who are you to determine what's demeaning to women?
It's not demeaning. You subvert the cliches.
I am the cliches. Look at me.
Yeah. I got nothing. I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna have to blur half this show out so it's not wanky time. Where's Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force at when you need them?
Feel my wrath, whore!
Bitch fight! Yeah! Reverse cowgirl, cherry bomb sparkle!
Smiley cheesecake party time shocker.
This is really subverting those cliches.
Too horny to fight cliches. Stop! Why? You've stolen my fans and my sidekick, and I'm going to lose my house.
Yeah, you defected from me, you fucking whole bag.
Stop crying and start fighting.
Take your clothes off. Stop indulging them. Watch this. It's just as much fun.
Wait, whoa!
You try.
Wow, that felt
Liberating, right?
What's happening? I love you, Princess Robert Bubblegum.
Wow, that was awesome! But we'll still lose the house, and now we have no fans left. I'm sorry, Master.
Are you kidding me? I got the whole thing on my smartphone. Put behind paywall, make episodic, all merchandising.
Merchandising!
And subverting all the cliches.
And now, if I could get you two to maybe, kiss or delicately fondle each other, or even not so delicate. Oh.
Happy freeze frame time!
Oh no, why are you on the ceiling? Is it the anti-gravity gun again? Shit nozzles.
No, we've been shot with the anti-narrative gun. This episode makes no sense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we ran out of ideas how to end this episode. So I'm just gonna sing a song to you. How come you smell so Asian, but you look so Caucasian? I can't get next to your little girl. I'm gonna break you in half, little Japanese woman. Oh, I like them big eyes like saucers and small mouths like a mouse's ear. Get rid of that sissy man, you will. Oh, yeah. Shut the fuck up, singing plant ass bitch. How I look?